Calxiyn and Hunter here, and we are reacting to the RWBY Volume 9 soundtrack. And today we are doing Worthy Bumblebee Part 2. I'm excited to hear this one. I do think, I don't know how much, character depth we'll get in here compared to, Chatterbox, if you guys saw how long that video was. But I am interested to analyze the lyrics and see, I'm basically expecting it just to be a love song and not to be that, crazy pop love song, ballad sounding situation.
Yes.
As a guess.
One thing I will say is that I watched that scene so many times that opening of the holy, holy, holy is stuck in my head.
Yeah, I will say,
so this is the one I'm most excited about.
I do wonder about that because
it's so prominent in the episode.
But I wonder what it means.
I'm not entirely sure what they're even chanting.
Well, yeah, and so okay. Here's a little nerdy thing, since we talked about other nerdy things in the other videos.
Honey, we're doing this.
Yeah, I know.
Everything about this
I'm just saying,
is nerdy.
Now that I have a degree and can talk about songwriting.
Sure.
Anyway, and so the interesting thing is, if a character is oh or ah or says something that is a vowel but not a word, it is usually supposed to mean something in terms of this happens in Shakespeare too, if they go oh, you know what I mean? Or whoa, stuff like that, right? In Shakespeare it happens as well where it's oh, this is the character sort of expressing an intense feeling. And so I know that pop songs kind of use little chanting a little bit more just for the vibes, right? But I do wonder about how it's going to be used in this. So I don't know, this is kind of different, but I guess a good example would be in Frozen, how there's that is the call to action for Elsa. It's not just pretty, it's right. And so I'm what is this hoehe thing? What is going on? What does it mean?
Now that I realized a song called Worthy, could they be saying worthy, worthy?
I don't think so. It sounds like chanting.
I always thought it sounded like holy, but that would be a little too.
No, I think it's hoehe, hoehe. I think it's just vowels, which is why my question is, I don't know. I find it annoying when there's random chanting in songs and it doesn't mean anything. That's just me. That's a little, I don't know. That's just such a weird thing to point out. But in a musical theater context, usually it has some importance, right? If you're thinking of Hunchback when they're chanting because they're a choir and because Frollo is insane and it's supposed to be menacing. So in here, I'm not sure what they're doing, but we'll listen. Maybe it'll become clear.
Yeah, they're just saying
because not that I find it annoying, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
I like the background Bumblebee art. I love the vocals.
Okay, we're gonna listen first. We won't pause or lyric.
Oh, I like that. This feels like a Phoebe Bridgers song, except not at all.
Okay, can I be a hoehe hater now? The fact that it's underneath the lyrics, but the lyrics aren't louder than the hoehe is kind of distracting. Maybe it's just my headphones. But no, the balance is a little off.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe it'll...
Ooh. What in the Enya's? Oh! I like the way they designed this. This is very Enya.
I don't know.
Oh.
Tell it to them, don't tell it to me.
Say, only time. No? Enya. I really like it. I think I like the... I'm not a hoehe hater.
I am a hoehe hater.
I'm so down with the hoehe. Well, it's because you're
it's too loud.
It's because you're a homophobe.
Oh my god.
That you just like the hoehe. I hope you grow as a person.
Aw, that's nice. I like that.
Why do I feel like I'm just not used to Casey singing like this?
There's another girl on this track.
Oh, this isn't Casey. Okay.
I don't think this is Casey. I think this is the other girl. Yeah.
Oh. I was about to say because it's deeper. I like the kind of.
Yeah, I think it's a different person.
Is there? Can I?
Yeah.
Area. Okay.
Oh.
How gay. I support it.
Aw, that's
This is
nice.
so romantic. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know. I like that.
Us sitting next to each other, listening to a really intense love song is like when you're watching like a movie with your parents and people start fucking in it.
Oh my
You're
god.
like, all right. This is so sweet. I love this. Oh my god. Going on a playlist.
Okay, this is so weird. It reminds me of the Bridgerton musical, one of the songs, with Simon and Daphne. Not I Burn For You, if that's what you're thinking. It's another one, like,
I wasn't thinking
not
at
you,
all.
I'm talking to them.
Oh yes, all our Bridgerton the musical fans.
Well, there might be someone, I'm just saying. Oh, that's nice. I
Oh,
like
goodness.
that. I can't, gonna dig into the lyrics. You guys heard that? Oh. I think this is really sweet. Okay, yeah,
I kind of
I
wish,
don't like hoehe hoehe though.
I wish maybe they could say worthy, but like but
Maybe
I
it
still
is
like
worthy,
the hoehe.
I don't know.
No, it's definitely hoehe. It has a very ethereal quality.
Yeah, like that Elsa thing that I talked
that
about
is
before.
very beautiful.
I don't want to say Nordic. I don't think that that's correct.
Ethereal.
It has a folk song
Ethereal.
element, like, you know what I mean? To me, anyway. Like, there's a
Maybe.
folk song.
I would
sort of
class it less
thing.
as folk. Enya.
Okay.
It's gay Enya, which Enya's already for the gays, but I digress.
So
I'm a hoehe lover.
I hate
love
it.
the hoehe.
I don't understand why
I am
it's here.
gung ho for hoehe.
I don't know what it means. I think it's distracting.
It's the sound-
It's fine when
It's the sound that Blake and Yang made when they're just knuckle
Oh,
deep into each
man.
other after
I'm just
this
saying,
episode.
I don't understand. First of all. Second, the other thing is, like, it's distracting when it's under the lyrics and it is louder. At least for our audio, the hoehe
Maybe.
is louder than the words.
That
It
gosh
gets,
darn hoehe.
it's a bit more well balanced later, but like right
Yes.
here, like it needs to go. I don't know why. I don't like it. I think
It almost reminds me of like a fast heartbeat. Like you're excited and you're staring into
like the
someone you
Doki
love.
Doki sort of, like,
Yeah.
you know. I don't like it. I think it's weird.
You're a hater. This song's great.
I like the song. Hold on, everybody.
I
calm
like the
down.
hoehe.
I like the song. I don't like the chanting. I think it's weird. Like in terms of being louder
Hoehe,
than the
hoehe,
words.
hoehe.
You know what I mean? I think that being louder than the words, that's a big no-no. And then also, okay,
Hoehe, hoehe,
so let's
hoehe.
talk about this. Why did I come here? That's interesting, I guess, in terms of, like, the void, like, where they both ended up. But this kind of feels like it's, I don't know. It's kind of like this isn't about Blake and
Well,
Yang,
I feel like
it's about
that
something. I'm
meant
like,
it. That's why it felt like a Phoebe Bridgers song, because the lyrics, like, they give a vibe, and it makes sense, even though on a very literal base level it doesn't.
yeah.
And, like, what does it mean to not take
Because
the
this sounds
shape
like
of
an
be this
ascension.
person?
Like, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the first thing I was like,
I don't think it's about an ascension. I think
but
it's
that's
just
what
meant,
I
like,
thought of,
yeah.
right? Like, in terms of why am I here, was I meant to, like, you know, the idea of being reborn, right? So I'm kind of like, I don't understand this one.
Maybe taking shape as to be a different person, or when two people are together, they
Right,
make
like
a
that
different
Blake has
silhouette.
changed,
Yes.
you know, maybe?
Yeah, it's just that it's like a more loose way
What
of
does shape
describing it.
rhyme with? Like, why did we need that? Like, I need to see, okay,
Why did I
here
come
did,
here?
yeah, I need to see, because maybe it was just, anyway.
It rhymes with hoehe, don't you know?
Oh god. But yeah, I need to see what exactly the relevance of shape was, because then maybe we can figure it out. I don't think that it is. I think that it's just...
Well, there could be in the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no rhyme with shape. It's just
That's
they,
weird.
They just
I mean, not
wanna
that it
be-
needs to rhyme, but like, when a lyric is somewhere, and it doesn't seem to have like a rhyme, I I give it a little bit more scrutiny, because I can be like, okay, the writer needed a rhyme. All right, fine, but like that doesn't rhyme with anything.
I like that. I like because the song feels very ethereal. So the idea of your emotions changing your shape is very like magical realism, and
but it doesn't come clear. Like it's not clear to me that that's what it's talking
about. Does poetry need to be clinical and clear?
Not
I think
clinical, but like a little clear. Like you know what I mean? Like a little bit more clear, because it makes it sound like the shape is like the shape is from going into the punderstorm, which is what I don't, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm confused about. This is fine, though. This part's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I wish it was about something else. You have to stop.
The hoehe, it's in my body.
No.
It's in my soul. You ever see the horror movie Smile? Instead of getting cut with a smile, I got cut with the hoehe.
I do like the idea that this is Blake. I think it could also be Yang. Like... You know what I mean?
Instead of asking someone if they're gay or doing the like, are you, hoehe?
Oh my goodness, Hunter. But yeah, like I feel like that. I feel like that. Like yeah, this makes sense to be Blake, especially like with all the stuff with Adam. But yeah, I like falling and hitting. I think that's a nice.
I love falling and hitting.
Like,
out of context.
I like the spiral of that. That's cool.
But I also like the repeating of hitting the ground. It's like, oh, you did hit something. Like it shakes you out. And I think that works with
it's
the
no
song.
Fear of hitting the ground, though. You didn't hit the
You're
ground.
not afraid of hitting.
Oh,
it's like, okay, I'm not saying it, but like, there's a difference between not having a thing happen and not being afraid of it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So I feel like it's like, oh, when it hits you, if you feel no pain.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that, like, you'll never hit the ground.
No, but like, yes, you will hit, and you will change and will shock you out of your complacency, which is, I feel like, what made that scene so work. Is
that's
that
good,
these
too.
two people are shooken out. I have a lot, like, Neo, gay, you can see our different...
Yeah. I'm just saying, I kind of like the idea that you'll never hit the ground, because the ground, like, could be, like, something bad. Like, the ground could be, like, something like hitting rock bottom. Like, when people say, oh, I hit rock bottom, that's a bad thing. So I like the idea that there will never be a ground, because there'll never be an ending. Like, the love is endless, so that's just a different interpretation.
I hit rock bottom, and she was a hot blonde.
Oh, my God. But you know what I mean? Like, something like that.
Remember that, oh, goodness. The Jump Jams comic of Blake describing Yang, and she's just like tall, buff, beautiful, blonde, great rack. That's how I imagine it.
I do wonder if the vocalists are split in terms of what lines are Blake's and what lines are Yang's, because
then Casey Lee Williams and Ariel are either Blake or Yang, which is like who picked who.
So this is what I'm like, is
they
Casey
just wanted
supposed
it to be two
Blake?
women.
Because I actually, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, this line to me, I feel like is Yang, but Casey is singing, and so I think that's why the person made it so it's like Blake, because, I don't know, did Yang fall first? Maybe she did. I don't know.
Maybe.
I always thought that Blake fell first. For some reason. So Blake saying you fell and suddenly I did too, I thought it was the other way around, where Blake fell and then Yang realized.
I feel like they both it developed somewhat mutually.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I'm saying like you fell and suddenly I did is sort of like, that implies that there was a first and that person was feeling this way for a long time and then you sort of fell recently, which I always thought that like Blake liked Yang for like a really long time, and Yang, not that she didn't notice, but she didn't want to do anything about it, and so that's why I'm like, I wonder if this is supposed to be a Yang line. That was the point of what I was trying to, you know what I mean?
I love it so much.
See, so this is marked as Yang. But is this Casey singing? They have a very similar voice type. I can't tell.
I can't tell, but you can. But I can tell that one's a little deeper.
I think that this is still Blake, actually. Like in terms of the lyrics, I didn't know how to not lose you again.
That
like that
sounds
can apply
like
to
Yang
what
though,
happened
because
to Adam.
Blake did kind of leave Yang
Yeah.
in Volume 3, so I feel like this is a Yang
could be.
line.
Yeah, I guess
I don't
could
think.
be either of
Listen,
them.
there's no men in this song. Do not bring up Adam. Men don't exist.
Well,
in
no,
this
I'm not
song.
saying it's about Adam. I'm saying that she lost Yang to Adam. Like she lost.
Yes.
Part of Yang was lost because of like what happened. So I thought that what Blake was saying was like, I didn't know how not to lose you again, to put you in danger.
I see this more
again. But yeah, like I guess you're right. Like in terms of like, I didn't know like if you would leave me again.
And
like,
she was. That was a major consummation of the relationship.
I just think, I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's both.
Or even the breaking up and the leaving in Volume 8.
Yeah.
We can do briefly. I love this. Yeah.
Heart Wide's a good lyric. I like that. See, this sounds like the other singer. And so
Yes.
I actually thought that maybe, well, Known the Fight, could that be like Blake grew up in like a revolutionary, like, you know
Maybe,
what I mean?
or like
But
she
I
only knew
thought-
how to survive. She never knew how to like let
Yeah.
her guard down and care about a
But
person.
I would say that
or
maybe
let a
that
person care about
applies
her.
to Yang as well, because like having to raise Ruby and like, you know, make all these sacrifices,
Well,
just the
Yang
fight of
always
life.
seemed very
struggle
open
of
to
life.
people. It was Blake who was a little more closed
But
off, I
in
feel.
Volume 9, Yang is the one that's like, anyway, like, you know what I mean?
She's
Like, she
just
doesn't want to
awkward.
admit it.
I feel like it's different than being like traumatically closed off.
Maybe.
from the fight. I mean, I guess it's broad enough that I suppose.
See, this feels all like Yang, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, like,
Maybe we can't trust
I don't know if we can trust it, like,
Robin, or whoever did this.
yeah, hold on, let's go back. Yeah, so, like, I thought that even that purple part before was still Yang, is what I was saying, and that this is still
I
Yang.
also like how
And that this is all
acapella this
still
song
Yang.
is.
Yeah, it's nice, but the chanting bothers me. I would have preferred an instrument.
But like I really like how intimate it is because it's other than the drums, it is just a lot of people doing it.
See, this I like as a Blake
Yes.
lyric because Blake was the one that was apprehensive. Like, you know what I mean? That she was like sitting and reading her book and not, you know, at the
This is
beginning.
such a sweet song.
See, that feels very Yang. So yeah, I would reformat Who's Who.
God, imagine if gay people were real. This is great. Ruby, you're so talented. And now I know I'm worthy of you. Well, the song is called Worthy.
What do you think about this? Do you think that it's swapped? I mean, I guess the point is it can apply to both of them. Like, that's the point. But, like, I don't know. I wonder if maybe it's the other way around. Did Yang not think that she was worthy of Blake? Like, that she couldn't protect Blake?
Maybe.
And, like, you have that...
I could see Blake, because, like, maybe that's why
I can see
Blake
Blake
ran
thinking
away.
about that,
So it makes
but-
sense that Blake would feel that way.
Like, that Blake is the one... Yeah, so I do like the Blake assigned and then the Yang assigned. But, like, in terms of later, I guess, I don't know, like, later in the show and stuff, like, you have that whole thing that, like, Blake is like, oh, I don't know if you're actually like Adam because you lost your temper that one time when you punched Mercury in the leg, right? So is it like... yeah, well, yeah. But, like, I wonder,
feel it,
is
you
it
know?
Yang who feels unworthy? Like, that she, like... I don't know, like, you know how Tai Yang is like, you would have kept your arm if you used your head or whatever. Like, is it that, like, Yang doesn't feel like she's, like, worthy of protecting Blake and, like, all of that
Maybe,
stuff
perhaps.
and, like, reining in her temper, even though she
I
does
feel like
do
it
that,
wasn't.
right?
Maybe part of me is like, what? Yeah,
But I think Blake
her
running away makes
Yeah,
sense
I think
as
her
the worthy.
self-doubt was.
I think they
beyond
both
just
have self-doubt. That's all these bitches, all of them have
that. All
self-doubt.
these bitches have self-doubt.
But yeah, I'm just wondering, because, okay, you see, you could be with me, that's a Bumblebee lyric, but I sort of see that as
Bumblebee.
Blake in this moment, because Blake, I don't know, like, Blake initiates a lot of the Volume 9 flirtation. I feel like that, again, Blake is the one that's like, we could be together, and then Yang's just like, you heard something? Like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, Yang's the one who's awkward, so I feel like that, I don't know, maybe it is swapped.
You like jazz?
Because Yang's not the eager one, it's Blake who's eager for them to confess to each other, you know?
I am your dream. That's a little conceited, don't you think? I am your dream. Listen,
that's
I
back to
understand
Bumblebee.
the effect I have on a woman, Blake Belladonna.
That's back to the Bumblebee dialogue, though.
I also love that every smile I told you I love you, so it's just like, no, I've always cared about you. I just didn't know how to say the word.
And that's why I'm like, I wonder if that could also be about, like, Yang, even though it's Blake color. Because, like, Yang was all like she's always been an open person, but she
Yeah.
never wanted to say. You know what I
Well,
mean?
because it's about Blake saying that about Yang.
Yeah, and so
So
that's
that
and
makes
I and so I really like that. Like I like that idea. Did I say it wrong? I probably did. I
Yeah.
fucked it up. But yeah, I like that. Like the
dare
idea
you.
that Yang
How dare you.
wasn't open about it, but Blake still knew. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, not that the color needs to change, because it would still be Blake saying it about Yang. But yeah, I like that. Yeah, both of them, I like that.
I know.
And I like that too. I like that it's both of them. I think that's cool. Away and Made. That's a good one.
And also stay.
Yeah, Stay. That's good too.
Oh, he. Oh, he.
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't. I would love to hear the song without it and see what happens.
You're a hater.
Yeah, I know.
You're a hoehe hater.
I know.
I just think it's so like the acapella and it's sparse
It's just a
and
little
it's
too
beautiful.
much for me.
I just
it's
feel-
always there. It's always
Isn't
in there.
that love? It's just it's only no, because it's only people. It's only people making this, so it sounds intimate.
I understand.
But because it's layered, it feels it's intimate, but it's all
I
encompassing.
just feel like it
really
needs to
works.
be a bit balanced.
10 out of 11 out of 10.
It needs to be a bit balanced better because
I give
don't
it
know.
11 hoehees out of 10 hoehees.
I don't know if it's just because Hunter's
new
wearing
modern
headphones
classic.
and I have to wear these.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that's why, but the ho-he sounds way too loud.
Maybe you could have them quieter, but I do like that they're louder.
Yeah,
That's
but I
just a
want to hear the
personal take.
lyrics. Like, I want to
Are
hear
the hoehees not lyrics?
No. What does it
Bob
mean?
Dylan, John Prine, all of the great Leonard Cohen, all the great lyricists. You know what they all have in common?
Oh,
They didn't come up with ho-he, so they ain't shit.
I don't know what I would have changed it to, but
I mean, you could say worthy.
yeah,
worthy.
but then that would get like, I don't know.
I thought it was holy, as I mentioned previously, which is a little religious.
I would have liked maybe if it was just ooh, like you know what I mean. If it was just a vowel,
Ooh.
like no, like ooh,
Yoink, scoop.
ooh,
Yeah,
like
but
something
then it
like
would
that.
be like
I don't
every
know.
other song. Not every song has a ho-he in it,
But
you know?
ho-he invokes the dwarfs in the mines energy.
No,
you know
that's
what I mean?
hi-ho.
I know it's hi-ho.
Totally different.
I know it's hi-ho, but doesn't
Totally
it
different.
sound kind of the same? It's
Ho-he
I
and
just think-
hi-ho are totally... I couldn't even understand how you could mistake them.
Ho-he, hi-ho, like, you know what I mean? Like, they all sound like
Ho-he,
when you're
ho-he,
pulling on something.
ho-he.
Like, it sounds like...
Well, no, because ho-he, that's the sound of falling in love. Heave-ho, that's
No.
you and the boys are going gem
Like,
shopping, whatever. Mining.
I
Mining.
can imagine this being like... In Pocahontas, they're like, ho, he, ho, to a new world we go. Like, just ridiculous, like, I don't know, like men pulling on ship rails and whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, ship ropes and stuff and getting the ship into dock
Like
or
a
something.
sea shanty?
Yeah! And I think that's a choice.
Ho-he,
And not
ho-he,
romantic.
ho-he.
I think that that's what it is for me. I think that that's why I don't like it. It's because it invokes, there's an automatopoeia of another, like, grunting while you're carrying something, and it's those two specific words, hi-ho and heave-ho.
For me,
and
it
ho-he.
almost kind of feels like it has a kind of like
I know what you mean
steadiness,
about
but a
the
flutterness,
heartbeat,
and it's
but-
like a heartbeat, or it's the feeling of butterflies. I love it. We can accept
Listen,
that we
I'll
feel
think
differently.
about it. I'll try to think about what I would
I'll
replace
think
it
about.
with.
I'm haunted by the ho-he's. Everywhere I look, it's
No,
ho-he's.
I'm just saying, like, I'll try to think of better, like, you know what I mean? Because I don't really know
Yeah.
what I would put there at all. Like, I don't know what I would replace it with, but I don't like it. I think it's distracting. I like the rest of the song. I think the rest of the song's beautiful, and then that works better later because it has this a cappella vibe where it's just, again, like, the orchestra has been reduced and it's just two people.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't know.
Ho-he, 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 everyone.
Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it would have been better to go like a Hades town of like how Orpheus has like the la 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 la. Like, because I
Haven't
know
seen
it's a
it,
very
don't know.
folk. I know like that's a very like folkish thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, or like you have the la and then you have the lie. Like lie, la 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 la. Like, that invokes a very like you're a bard, energy.
Sure.
And so I don't know if that's what I would replace it with, but I don't know. I feel like maybe something like that might have worked.
Anyways, 11 hoehees out of 10 hoehees. I think it's the best song so far. And I quite like all these songs.
think Chatterbox. I think not Chatterbox. I think Checkmate is still my favorite.
Homophobe.
Nothing has topped that yet. I don't know, man. Anyway, let us know what you think. Because I do wonder if people like that. I'll just say, I don't listen to a lot of pop music where this is something that is invoked as a...
I'm going to play an Enya song.
As a nothing, you know what I mean? Not to say that a nothing thing, but like... You know what I mean? Like when in pop songs people are like ooh woo woo, like or whatever. Like people have noises and it's just for the vibes. Like I don't really listen to music like that. Like if there is
well, the lie la lie 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 lie, it's the same deal. It's just the vibe.
No,
it's just a different vibe.
It's not though, because in Hades Town it's specifically used for Orpheus. He can't know the lyrics of the song because Persephone and Hades are fighting. He's trying to remember.
Folk music
I know.
that
but
motif.
I'm saying in musical theater, the motif is usually used again when a character has so strong of an emotion that they can't form words anymore.
Well, I'm having several.
In Hades Town, it's because Hades and Persephone have forgotten their love, so the world forgot the lyrics to the song that they fell in love with. So Orpheus is just singing the melody because he doesn't know what the words are supposed to be because Hades and Persephone are fighting, right? And then in Prince of Egypt, when you have the la 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 la, like it's supposed to be the man, like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
The man having the village in a course and like getting Moses as part of the, and it builds until it gets to the very like last one. Like it's supposed to be sort of like a community unity
but then the hoe
sort of
used the
situation.
sound of them falling in love, Blake's the hoe, Yang's the he.
It doesn't. I don't know how to explain it, Hunter. I'm just saying it doesn't invoke the same as either of those conventions because the point of it in Prince of Egypt is supposed to be like the community is singing together and then it builds and builds and builds until like the village man is like
I've watched
singing
it
again
recently.
You know what I mean? And so like... And it's like that they've run out of words to say to involve Moses, and so now they can only resort to like song and dance, and that's how he really becomes part of their like community. With the hoehe, we're not going anywhere. Like I don't understand where it's going or what the point of it being in here was. And so I don't know what I would change it to, but like I'm just prefacing the fact that being in a musical theater background, it's only used in those specific circumstances, so I don't listen to other music where it's just used casually, and the casual use annoys me. I don't know, like that's just a personal thing.
It's so common in so much of music.
Yeah, but I don't listen. I can't even think
I'm
of
here
anything.
reviewing music, and I haven't listened to music once in my life, Hunter.
Well, okay, that's not it, though. I don't listen to the radio.
Okay, I don't listen to the radio either.
I don't know.
There's plenty of songs that do this.
Right, but I don't listen. I don't listen to like
We're
jukebox
introducing
musical
you into
where
fresh
there would be
idea.
like art, like in a single artist writing their own material instead of it being part of a show. That's what I kind of meant, or something. But yeah, anyway. That aside, it's still good. It's still cute. I like how they invoked the Bumblebee part 2.
It quite a bit. Yes.
But yeah, like I like the other songs better. Anyway, we'll see you later. Bye.